Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel Living on a Part-Time Income UK. If this is your first time visiting, thank you for coming over, and my name is Sharon. And on today's vlog I'll be talking about a few things actually. A little bit of a catch up on the week since Wednesday. Also I'll be showing you some Vinted buys. I'll be showing you my Marks and Spencer's food shop from yesterday, and also what I'm having for dinner tonight, and also what's in my diary of what I've been decluttering this week. I actually had a real good decluttering session this morning, and I'm so pleased I did because I actually took it all straight away to the charity shop, and my car boot is actually empty of anything, so I'm really happy about that. So basically, carrying on from my last video where I'd updated you up to Wednesday, on Thursday I visited my son and my granddaughter and his partner, went up on the train, had a really lovely day up there. We had lunch. We had my favourite for lunch actually, which was Caribbean. I had curried goat, rice and peas, and we had plantain on the side. It was absolutely delicious. Went to the park because the weather was so lovely. And yeah, it was just a really nice day with family, catching up. Made the most of the day, didn't get home till late evening, and I had the day off yesterday anyway, so that worked out well. Then yesterday I went to Marks and Spencer's with my mum. So if you've not seen my previous videos of my Marks and Spencer shops, basically every other week I take my mum to Marks and Spencer's food shopping. We sometimes go to different towns. Yesterday we went to a town where there is a Waitrose as well, because my mum does like her fresh fish and her fresh meat, and they have the counters for the fresh fish and the fresh meat. So we went to Marks and Spencer's first, and I take her in the car. My mum doesn't drive, and she very kindly pays for my food shopping when we do go. So without further ado, I'll show you what I got, and I'll be back in a little while. Hi guys, so it's Friday just after midday, and I've just returned from Marks and Spencer's. So let's have a look and see what I've bought. So first thing on the receipt is the smoked salmon pate. Really do enjoy this on toast or in a sandwich with cucumber, and that was £2.25. Then I enjoyed the Marks and Spencer's chicken when I got it last time. So I think there's 4 drumsticks in there, and they came to £1.80. Then next on the list, I thought this looked really quite delicious. Would be really lovely with crusty baguette or crusty roll. Spice lentil and tomato soup with red peppers and warming spices. Lovely. So I'll definitely be having that for a lunch at some point, and that was £1.10. Then next on the list was the British Rosa vine tomatoes, and I think there's 5 in there, and they were £2. Then over to the pies, Again, if you're a regular to my channel, you will know that I do love Marks and Spencer's pies. And my friend Sharon, from living on a low income UK, she loves the Marks and Spencer's pies too. So if she gets a chance to go into Marks and Spencer's, I know these are on her shopping list. I said I would shop the flavours. So basically I've had the minced beef and onion one and the steak and kidney pie. Minced beef and onion is my current favourite. I thought I'd, you know, change it up a little and get a couple of different flavours. So I'm pretty sure Sharon said that she had the chicken and gravy one and she really enjoyed it. So I thought, you know what, let me give that one a go. And then the cheese and onion one has been on my list for a little while. I nearly did get the garlic mushroom, but I thought, no, let's go for the cheese and onion one. That'll be nice with a couple of sausages and some baked beans or vegetables, I think. So, yeah, very happy with those. They were £3 each. So they are a little bit spenny, but they are value for money. The short crust pastry is absolutely delicious. And obviously I have to do a taste test on the cheese and onion and the chicken and gravy. But if they're anything like the other pies, I think I'll be giving them a firm thumbs up and we'll be getting them again. So next on the list is the perfectly ripe Hass avocados, and that's a twin pack, that's £1.90. And then I got some strawberries, they were £2.50. I do like my pears, so I got some conference pears, and these were also £2.50. And I had to get some crisps. I'm a savoury snacker, I must admit. I do like my chocolate. I think, as you can see in a minute, I do like my chocolate, but I do like my savoury snacks. And these were £1.80. Then next on the list, yes, I have been extremely naughty, but as soon as I saw these, I was like, oh my word, these look absolutely delicious. Chocolate buttons shortbread. I think you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a packet there. These were a little bit spenny. These were £2.90. But you know what? I'm just can't wait to dig into these with a nice cup of tea. Oh, these are one of my favourite biscuits. Basically, before I saw these, I picked up the bourbon creams and I thought, well, yeah, I'm doing actually very well because these bourbon creams are 50p. And I had at that point when I picked these up thought, you know what, I'm not going to get the cookies that I normally get. Yeah, and then I went over to the fresh bread section and rolls, saw the cookies. Yeah, so that plan went well and truly out the window. So I'm all chocolated up there. And I think that was my lot in Marks and Spencer's. The rest of the receipt is my mum's. So I think I have covered everything there. Then we went on to Waitrose. Actually, I've just seen that I bought the bread. The bread is just a bit further down the receipt. Wholemeal, small loaf, 65p. Then we did head to Waitrose, and my mum, she does love getting her fish and her meat because they've got fresh counters at Waitrose. And to be fair, the fish and the meat looked very, very good. So she got her meat and fish, and they do a Fish Friday discount, which is really good. I just picked up from there a little gem lettuce, and that was £1. And I also picked up 2 crusty rolls, which were 50p each. So that was £1. So yes, that's my Marks and Spencer shop. Was there anything there that you would like to do a taste test on? I wouldn't be surprised if you're homing in on my chocolate button shortbread. Yeah, all the crisps, all the pies. I'm just looking forward to doing a taste test on everything, to be fair. Yeah, so that is my shopping from Marks and Spencer's for this week. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in a little while. Bye, guys. So I hope you enjoyed my Marks and Spencer's little shopping haul there. Definitely got a few nice goodies there, especially the chocolate buttons shortbread. Oh, they are absolutely delicious. I limit myself to one a day because they are quite big, and with a cup of tea, are absolute perfection. So yesterday afternoon, I had a relaxing afternoon actually. I did a bit of reading, sat in my window seat in my second bedroom, and it was just really nice to relax. And then I got notifications on my phone to say that my Vinted purchases had arrived. So basically I bought 2 jackets. The first one is buy 2 in Sainsbury's, and that one I think was £3.50, and it's a floral jacket. I will show you here. So I just wanted a casual everyday jacket when it's not overly cold but not overly hot either. And yeah, I've just put them both in the washing machine this morning, and it's waterproof material. I really quite like the floral print on there. 2 front pockets, and yeah, I thought that was a really good bargain for £3.50. And a little mod shot to show you what it looks like on. And then the next one that I got was another little waterproof jacket, and this was £4 by a label called Classic. And I just like the colours, that's what drew me as well. And I like these lightweight little puffer ones. They're very light, so handy for a day out. If it does get warmer, I can just take it on and off. But yeah, they're just perfect little jackets for everyday wear, going shopping. I have got smarter going out jackets, so it wasn't for that purpose. It's just for every day. And again, a little mod shot of what it looks like. So yeah, so I collected those, and then I just had a relaxing evening yesterday. And today, I don't know why, but after my yoga session this morning, I thought I would go through a couple of my cupboards where I keep my trainers and my boots, and thought, you know what, some of these I haven't even worn for years. Let's get decluttering. And I'm so pleased I did, because I actually managed to get rid of 10 pairs of footwear. I can't believe it. So it was a mix of ankle boots, mainly heeled ones as well, which I haven't worn for years, and in all honesty, I don't think I will wear them. I don't wear heeled shoes or boots anymore. They're just too uncomfortable for me. And also I like to try and get footwear that has got a slight bit of a platform or has got a sole to cushion my inner sole. and the boots and shoes that I had in the cupboard had been there for years and years and years. Yeah, I had suede shoes, suede boots, I had ankle boots, black ones, grey ones, brown ones, that, yeah, they would have just sat in the cupboard and taken up too much space. So I thought, you know what, let's get rid and create some space, and I'm really pleased I did. I had a couple of other bags in the boot, and so I rang the charity shop and said, are they taking donations? They said yes. So I thought, right, that's good. Got myself ready, out the door, took the bags. I did have a look in a couple of the charity shops, but I didn't actually see anything. Wasn't really on the lookout, to be fair. I just got my Vinted purchases. I might treat myself to a couple of new t-shirts, because I also do want to get another pair of the Primark pyjamas as well. So I might just get a couple of new basic Primark t-shirts when I'm in town next time. But yeah, so I didn't see anything in the charity shop today. And then I came back and basically thought, you know what, I'm going to have another relaxing afternoon. And I sat out in the garden reading my book. I got too hot. Not that that's the main problem to have, but yeah, got too hot, come in, had my lunch, came up to my sitting room, sat in my window, finished my book, really enjoyed that. And then I thought, right, I'm going to do my video for the weekend, share what I've been up to, and also show you here what I'm having for dinner. And yes, it's from Marks and Spencer's, so I'll see you in a little while. Hi guys, so I've decided to have chicken for my tea tonight. I was quite surprised when I opened up these chicken drumsticks from Marks and Spencer's. So you actually get 5 in the pack and not 4. So basically, these stand in at 30p each drumstick because they were £1.80. Yeah, I'm just doing the maths in my head to make sure I added that up correctly. Yeah, £1.80 for 5. That is so good. I'm going to season this with some garlic, olive oil, and a little bit of medium curry powder, because that's what I did with my chicken last time and it tasted really nice. So I will show you what's on my plate for Saturday night in a little while. So I've just cooked the chicken halfway through, taken off the foil, and now I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes to get the skin all nice and crispy. I've used the garlic infused olive oil and the medium curry powder, and I've got some sweet potato that's ready to go on, and I'm going to have that with some peas. So I'll be back to show you what's on my plate. So dinner is served. I've got my chicken drumsticks, I've got some sweet potato and peas. Bon appetit, enjoy your dinner tonight. So I'm back. Dinner was absolutely delicious. I had the chicken drumsticks and sweet potato and peas, as you could see there. And I also wanted to update you with how the reverse meal planning went during the week. I didn't get quite to 4 or 5 meals, but I did do 3. Because I'd eaten out on Monday, I didn't actually have anything from the freezer on Monday evening. Then on Tuesday, I had the bass fillet, which I mentioned in my previous video. Then Wednesday I had pizza, and it was actually really nice. I would definitely get that one from Aldi's again. I really enjoyed it. And Thursday evening I didn't have anything from the freezer because I got in quite late. Just made myself a ham sandwich and had a yogurt, and that was me done. And then yesterday was my third freezer meal. I'd actually forgotten to check the top shelf of the freezer when I did my reverse planning video, but I actually found some of the mince that I'd batch cooked about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I had that, and I cooked some whole wheat spaghetti and had spaghetti bolognese last night, and I really did enjoy that. So yeah, so that's all my meals this week that you've seen. And yeah, just to say thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate you coming over, and let me know in the comments what you've been up to this weekend. Have you had a lazy one? Have you been up to anything? Have you been shopping? And I really appreciate the fact that you do come over, you do like, and hopefully you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so already. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye guys.